like us to read something here that we never read last time, that also was still commenting on drugs. Because today, we learn that many people have been sick and they are not getting the right treatment that they should have. So today, I want us also to look in this part. Just recently, we had that help from America. The American World Health Organization will not be issuing drugs to Africa. Now, this took many with worry, as now many people who are suffering from HIV/AIDS, malaria, TB, among many other diseases, will not now be receiving these drugs. And many people were worried that with the situation. Kenya faces HIV treatment crisis as only 6 months supply of ARV drugs remaining. So many people have been worried that when there is no supply of these drugs, what is the way forward, or what is the solution? We've learned that we have reached at a time that we are going to preach these messages so that people might understand that there is hope when we believe in Christ. And many people were worrying how were they going to help themselves. So we are being told that the medical fraternity, that is from the book 16 MR, just as I want to connect my lesson from the point I left under the drugs. Ellen White writes that the medical fraternity represented to me as Freemasonry. So we can just highlight that book and note it down, that medical fraternity of the world, it is a Freemasonry. If we look the logo of Health World Organization, which logo is that? It is of a snake. Sindio? Ni nyoka mbili zimeangaliana hivi. That means that is what? A Freemasonry. It continues. The medical fraternity represented to me as Freemasonry, with their long unintelligible names which common people cannot understand. The drugs are having some names that common people cannot do what? Cannot understand. For example, who can understand what is omeprazole? Omeprazole is a drug that is used in the cases of ulcers. Who can understand what is omeprazole and how it is being made? We see we cannot understand and we don't know what are the components that are being used to make that drug. For example, flagyl. So they are names, even doctors themselves cannot understand what they are administering to the people. So what we must understand, that this is a witchcraft and a sorcery that Satan has brought, so many people might die at earlier age. It continue readings. Cannot understand will call the Lord's prescription for Ezekiel quackery. Death was pronounced upon the king, but he prayed for life, and his prayer was heard. Those who had the care of him were told to get a bunch of figs and put them on so, and the king was restored. This means was taken by God to teach them. So in the Bible traces, we are not finding any place that drugs are recommended for human treatment. So what we must understand, that we are living at a time that Satan has studied the science of the laboratories, and now what Satan is going to do is going to bring and advertise more chemicals. I would like us also to read from the book of Great Controversy, page 559, paragraph 2. And we see the plan of Satan with the drug medication. Because even now, as the plans of Jesuit order, if you go through them, they say that they will use drugs so that they kill people slowly. What we understand with the drug will not kill someone within a day, but it is slow and sure killing to the system. So can we be there? Satan works through the elements also to organize harvest of unprepared souls. He has studied the secrets of the laboratories of nature. Now, being that Satan is a student of true education, he has studied the laboratories of nature. He knows the remedy that can help man. But having the knowledge that he can also make chemicals, he have used it more than required. And he uses all his power to control the element as far as God allows. So in these last days, Satan is controlling the laboratories because Satan is having an agreed project to the world under medical treatment. So many people think that when they go to the hospital, it is that they think that doctors love them. That somehow find some people saving a number of a doctor saying, Doctor who and who, he has been helping me. You can also have his number. No, doctors are not our friends, but they don't love us, but they love our money. Because we know and understand that the project of medicine, it is the expensive business under the world. Why? Because drugs that are being issued and ministered to the people, they do not cure diseases. Now they will make you in a continual way that you use them daily. As Elder Onduso read, that it is a fact and true that it is a business. Ukiacha kununua dawa, hakuna mwingine atanunua. So it continues saying, he will favor and prosper some in order to further his own designs. And he will bring trouble upon others and lead men to believe that it is God who is afflicting them. Now we understand, and as we just read, that this business that is being conducted by Satan himself through the many people or through a name called medicine, we know that this is the sorcery of the papacy. These are the plans of the papacy that they may destroy people and kill people in an earlier age so that people do not make decisions. In the book of Revelation, chapter 18, verse 23, can someone read? It says,
shall shine no more
uh-huh,
in thee.
uh-huh,
Pride shall be heard no more
uh-huh,
in thee.
uh-huh. For thy merchants were the great men of the earth. Today, who are the great men of the earth? The merchants, the businessmen. But what are they selling to the people? Things that harm the system and things that kill people slow but sure. Continue reading. For by thy sorceries, today the whole nation is deceived because the sorcery of the great men who are deceiving people. So sorcery is full everywhere. Today even food, many foods that are being made. For example, today we have plastic cabbages. We have plastic rice. These are sorceries that are killing people slowly by slowly. So that's what I wanted to understand, that the project of medicine, it is a project of Satan himself because it is a sorcery and it is a witchcraft. Just Ellen White, as it was shown, he have told us that medical fraternity is what? A Freemason. So what are the Freemasons and what are their aims? If the drug itself, the drug company is being supported with Freemasonry, what is the aim? To destroy. So today I would like us to enter into the solution because we were looking way forward. We have learned that the drug is not the way. So today I would like us to look some remedies that is going to help our system. And this is the point that we stopped at last time. Someone can echo it again from the book of Jeremiah, chapter 8, verse 21. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Men have taken hold on me.
Uh-huh. Why God is that? Because of the kind of treatment and medication that people are pursuing from Satan himself. Verse 22,
Say,
it says,
is there no bulb in Gilead?
is there no bulb in Gilead?
There
Is there no physician there?
for govern.
And that is the question that we asked last time, that is there no physician in the places we live? Is there no bulb in the world we are living? But we need to answer that there is bulb and there are physicians, because God has called us to be what? To be medical missionaries who are going to understand the cause of diseases and the medication itself. Let us move forward. The book of PH, this is 14, sorry, 1144, 8.1. I'm just missing 4 there. That reads, the simple remedies are less harmful than drug poisons in proportion to their simplicity, but in every many cases these are used when not at all necessary. The next paragraph, there are simple herbs and roots that every family may use for themselves. So every family to use what? Herbs. We are being told that every family to use what? Herbs. Because, continue reading.
Simple herbs
They are simple herbs.
which may use themselves, not call in a physician any sooner than they would call a lawyer.
So there are many herbs and even roots that can help, so that people might not be calling physician each and every time. Today, why many people are calling physicians? Because they do not understand how the system, how the body system works. So if we understand how our body system works, we are not going to call who? Physicians, because we have herbs everywhere. We have roots everywhere. The book of CME 29 paragraph 4. You can also note that one. And we see the need of workers today, because after learning that the drugs are no solution to our life, we need now to go to the chief physician, who is Christ. Even Christ never administered drugs to the patients he attended to, but also Christ gave them the natural way that God has commanded. It reads,
Workers,
workers,
gospel medical missionaries are needed now.
when are the workers gospel missionaries needed?
Now,
It is now. Continue.
you cannot afford to spend years in preparation.
We can just not say that we are year after year we are still preparing to do the work.
Soon doors now open. Soon doors now open.
Soon doors now open.
The truth will be forever closed.
To the truth will be forever closed.
Carry the message now.
Carry the message now.
Do not wait.
And do not wait.
Do not wait. Allow the enemy to take possession of the fields now open before you.
Continue reading.
Let little companies go forth to do the work to which Christ appointed his disciples. Let them labor as evangelists.
Let us now labor as evangelists,
Scattering our publications.
And
talking of the truth to those they meet. Let them pray for the sick.
Let them pray for the sick.
Ministering to their necessities. Not with drugs. Not with drugs. But with nature's remedies. And teaching them how to regain health.
And teaching now people how to regain health.
And avoid disease.
So today we are being called as evangelists. We are being called as medical missionary to scatter the publication that carries the old truth that we proclaim. Because sometimes in the message will not be, some people may not have heard the message, but through our publications, we will write and we will publish, and people might know what they must believe or what they must trust, including the first annual message, the second, the third. Because in the third annual message, it carries the various messages. That is the book CME, page 29, paragraph 4. Then 90. Then Ministry of Healing, page 147. 90 page 172, paragraph 4. It reads that, let them labor as evangelists, scattering our publication and taking and talking of the truth to those they meet. Let them pray for the sick, ministering to their necessities, not with drugs, but with nature's remedy, and teaching them how to regain health and avoid diseases. And that is the responsibility that Christ has given us, so that we may labor much, that people may live in a way that they cannot be affected by diseases, and give them the present truth. Also, the book of the book of Ministry of Healing, page 146, paragraph 1. It reads,
all gospel workers
should
know how to give the simple treatments.
Kuna wenye wameacha hapo.
All. Yes.
To mean all, if you are a gospel worker and you are not a medical missionary, are you fulfilling the law that are you fulfilling the work that Christ gave? But we are being told that all workers, whether you are young or old, we should have a knowledge on how to give what? Simple treatments. Because we have several simple treatments. For example, we have hydrotherapy. Those are the kinds of simple treatments that we can have. We have physiotherapy, the massage. Those are the kind of simple treatments that each and every one of us have to know. So make sure that after coming from this place as a gospel worker, you have a hint of giving simple treatments that do so much to relieve pain and remove disease. Because soon, as we have been told, that the work of gospel work is going to be closed. But if we have knowledge on how to give simple treatments that do so much to relieve pain and remove diseases, many doors are going to be open. Just continue reading with the next paragraph there.
Every gospel worker
should
feel that the giving of instruction in the principles of healthful living is a part of his appointed work.
So we have today many ministers who are saying that, with me, I'm not a medical missionary, I'm just interested in other part. But we are being told that every gospel worker should feel that the giving of instruction, the principle of healthful living, is a part of its appointed work. So each and every individual has what?
Something to do.
Something to do. We cannot just relax that we have the medical missionary department. The medical missionary department is not for what? Individual person, but it's a call to everyone that they should feel and understand the responsibility that Christ has given them. Continue reading.
Of this work, there is a great need.
There is a great need.
And the world is open for it.
Today, every place, there is no one who is going to reject the work of medical missionary. Because everywhere people are sick. Everywhere people need the true treating or the true method of treating the body. That's we have read from the book Ministry of Healing, page 147. You can also write it down. So we understand that each and every person has an individual work to have the knowledge in simple treatment of disease and relieving pain and even removing the disease. But as we have learned the last time, that removing disease, we must understand the cause. And the cause must be what? The cause must be ascertained. If we understand that method, then that true method of healing, we are going to help many and we are going to bring many people to Christ. So this is the method and the way that Christ has gave. That's as he sent his disciples to be missionaries who will understand the necessities of giving the right principles of health to people who need Christ today. In the book of
PH
1448, paragraph 3, it reads,
it says, I do not think that I can give you any definite line of medicine compounded and dealt out by doctors that are perfectly harmless. And yet it will not be wisdom to engage in controversy over this subject.
Just leave from that point. I think we have written it down. We'll